Coming up next on News Live at 6, winter weather is here. The first snow of the season has students bundled up here on campus. Weather anchor Sunny Balkin is tracking the storm and when we will be seeing more.
Plus, Microsoft is partnering with the iSchool in the city of Syracuse. What the tech giants partnership means for SU.
And the director of America's Partner Solutions and Innovation at Google is at SU today. Find out what she addressed during her discussion at the Newhouse School.
This is CitrusTV News Live at 6, your campus news leader.
It may still be the fall, but it's been snowing all day, giving Syracuse University its first peek at winter this school year. Good evening, I'm Conor Wight.
And I'm Gabrielle Caracciolo. We have full team coverage of today's winter weather, so grab your boots and winter jackets because the first snowfall of the season is here.
Snow has been falling all afternoon and covering the campus. Citrus TV's Katie Lane is on the Citrus TV weather deck, where she found out how students feel about the snow. Katie, how's it looking out there?
Thank you, guys. So the National Weather Service is telling us to prepare for some winter weather with snow and ice, and I can already feel the temperatures dropping. It is cold out here, and a lot of students are having the same reaction, and they're not so happy about the snow.
It's making the campus look really pretty. I'm excited to walk through it today, but after that, I'm not want to walk through it anymore.
I got frostbite last year as well on my hands, so I was playing Pokemon Go. I had to stop that after like a week because it was not a thing that was healthy for me.
It's Syracuse, so obviously you're going to get snow, but for the most part it just kind of gets in the way and makes students' lives a little bit harder.
While not everyone is excited for the snow, it is important to get out your winter clothes. This is not a joke. Get out your winter clothes because this is just the start of the snowy season. But Sunny, when can we expect to see an end to this first snowfall?
Katie, I just can't believe we'd want to see an end to this amazing snowfall. In my opinion, I wish it would snow forever. But sadly, as you can see right now, it is currently a little chilly out there. There was some snow earlier today, 31 degrees, a mixture of rain and snow. We felt that rain in the morning really dampened in our bones, turned into snow, and temperatures are dipping below freezing into the evening. Now, good news for all of you guys who don't want the snow to stick around. It is leaving eventually. It's going to be 30, 32, 29, light snow in the morning. By the afternoon, it'll be all gone. It's not exactly going to heat up by 6 p.m. It's still going to be 29 degrees, so that snow that's on the ground currently could turn into some sleet, possibly some ice, so you need to be a little bit careful about that. Now, let's take a look at our CNY current temperatures. It's chilly just across the board. It is truly late fall coming into winter in central New York. There's 30, 30, 31, and even a nice 27 in Cortland. I feel bad for our fellow college students, but it's okay because as we go into tomorrow, those temperatures are going to rise slightly into the mid-30s. So you guys can look forward to that, and I'll tell you the weather forecast.
All right, Sunny, I'm certainly looking forward to those temperatures rising. Thank you. Syracuse is officially the newest hub for Microsoft's Smart Cities technology.
Right, Gabrielle. The tech giant is partnering with the city of Syracuse, Onondaga County, and SU's iSchool to expand local digital literacy programs. Syracuse Mayor Ben Walsh says the partnership is a long-term advancement.
Save money in the short term, deliver services better, but ultimately to grow strategic partnerships with institutions like the iSchool, with Microsoft, that will lead to economic opportunity down the road.
The goal of the partnership is to aid the Syracuse Surge, the city's strategy of inclusive growth in a changing economy. David Seaman, dean of the iSchool, says the program presents great opportunities for SU students.
I mean, for us, one of the really exciting things is that this allows Syracuse University students here in the iSchool really to engage with live data. So this isn't a practice run. They'll be working with real municipal data coming out of all of the devices that are going into the Smart City initiative here.
Microsoft plans to help the city develop AI technology, digitize small businesses, and create opportunities for minorities and women in the technology workforce. Syracuse joins Houston and Louisville as Microsoft Smart Cities in the United States.
Christina Hahn, the Director of America's Partner Solutions and Innovation at Google and a Syracuse University class of 98 alumnus, is at SU today. She spoke at the SI Newhouse School of Communications this afternoon. Hahn worked on the team in charge of building monetization solutions and branding for YouTube after its acquisition in 2006. The team has won multiple Webby and Effie awards. The talk was open to all women and Newhouse students. The German Cultural Society at SU is commemorating the 30th anniversary of the fall of the Berlin Wall by hanging a wall for 30 hours. Students and faculty are allowed to leave questions and comments on the wall. These remarks will then be discussed at an event tomorrow night. Both events are being held at Huntington Beard Krause Hall.
And a visiting artist lecture series is taking place tonight in the Schaefer Art Building. The series features works from artist Anne Claire, a Central New York native and the dean of SU's College of Visual and Performing Arts. According to SU, the art features themes of the meaning behind memory. The event starts at 6:30 p.m. and runs until 8.
And happening right now at the Barnes Center, students can receive vaccinations to protect themselves against HPV. The vaccine is fully covered by the SU Health Insurance Plan for those under 26. Those with other insurance plans are asked to bring their information with them. Clinics are by appointment only, which can be made on the patient portal or by calling 315-443-8000.
Stand-up comedian Mo Amer is performing on campus tonight. Amer is a Palestinian-American comedian and writer most well known for his Netflix special, Mo Amer, The Vagabond. The event is sponsored by the Muslim Student Association and Muslim Student Life here at SU. The event is free and will take place in the Physics Building from 7 till 8:30 p.m. And new details tonight as the town of Clay has cleared the way for a new warehouse. The rezoning of the Liverpool Public Golf and County Club has been approved by the town. The land can now be used for construction of the proposed warehouse in Clay. It is still not known who will be occupying the proposed distribution center. And the new Chipotle Mexican Grill in Cicero on Brewerton Road opens today. This is the first Chipotle in New York to have a drive-through lane and is taking the place of a Panda Express that was formerly on the site. The location gave out free Chipotle gear to the first 50 customers.
Governor Cuomo hinted that he might call for a special election to fill the Senate seat that is currently held by Senator Bob Antonacci. Antonacci is currently running for state Supreme Court justice. That race is still within the margin of absentee ballots, which haven't been counted yet. If he stays on track to win, he will have to step down from the state Senate. Though Cuomo hasn't confirmed whether or not the special election will actually happen, he says that the most cost-effective time to hold a special election would be during the Democratic presidential primary. The Mr. Smoothie in Destiny, USA is closed until further notice. Police say 20-year-old Nadine Reeves was arrested for contaminating a smoothie mix with glass, screws, and plastic. After spilling blueberries on the floor, he allegedly proceeded to sweep up the fruit with debris and put it back into their container. The mixture was potentially served to a young child. Reeves is charged with third-degree criminal tampering and second-degree reckless endangerment. The mall says the location will be closed until it has been, quote, deemed 100% safe.
Another movie is being filmed in the Syracuse area. American High has begun filming its 7th movie in 2 years in Syracuse. The studio began filming in Onondaga Lake Park this week for a film titled The Ultimate Playlist of Noise. It will be a feature-length film for Hulu. Other filming locations include Green Lake State Park and the former Lakeview Bowling Center. Wysockus Manor in Cicero is set to close in 2020, leaving many engaged couples scrambling. 17 couples are being forced to find new venues, and many are having trouble finding ones that work on their chosen date. One local business stepping up to help those who are struggling is the Marriott Syracuse Downtown, which is offered to price match for any of those impacted by the closing.
Coming up next, former Attorney General Jeff Sessions is expected to announce his run for Senate in Alabama.
And former British House of Commons Speaker John Bercow shares his true thoughts on Brexit. Find out what he said next.
You're watching Citrus TV News with Conor Wight, Gabrielle Caracciolo, Sonny Balkin, and Katie Lane. Citrus TV News, your campus news leader.
Today, former National Security Advisor John Bolton did not appear at the deposition for the impeachment inquiry into President Trump.
Last month, a former top Russian advisor testified that Bolton was concerned about President Trump's relationship with Ukraine. The advisor also said that in her testimony that Bolton called efforts to push for an investigation into the Bidens a, quote, drug deal.
A committee official told CNN that Bolton's attorney threatened to take House committees to court if issued a subpoena.
Multiple reports say that former Attorney General Jeff Sessions is likely to formally announce a Senate campaign today on Fox News. Sessions will be seeking his old seat as an Alabama senator and will be joining a primary race that includes former Republican nominee Roy Moore.
Moore ran in 2017 to fill Sessions' seat when he was appointed Attorney General. He lost that race to Democrat Doug Jones. The Hill reports that Sessions will come out in full support of Trump despite falling out of favor with the president after recusing himself of overseeing the Russian probe. U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo is in Germany today for the 30th anniversary of the fall of the Berlin Wall. In a speech, Pompeo stressed the importance of NATO. This comes after French President Emmanuel Macron said that the U.S. is causing, quote, brain death of NATO.
The German foreign minister was also there, and he said that he believes that the organization is still going strong. In the past, President Trump has referred to NATO as obsolete after criticizing other member nations of not paying their fair share. On Tuesday, Democratic challenger Andy Beshear won over 5,000 more votes than Republican incumbent Matt Bevin in the Kentucky governor's race. Bevin did not concede, and now the campaign is seeking a recanvassing of the election results.
A recanvassing is different from a recount, which is not allowed under Kentucky law. And a recanvassing, receipts from voting machines will be reprinted and checked for potential errors. The Kentucky Secretary of State says that the process will begin on November 14th. Chicken products are being recalled in 8 states over fear the products are contaminated with foreign materials such as metal.
Simmons Prepared Foods has recalled over 2 million pounds of chicken legs, boneless, skinless chicken, and chicken tenderloins. None of the products were shipped to here in New York, but they were shipped to Alabama, California, Georgia, and Pennsylvania. Today, a small town in Mexico buried 3 of the victims of the drug cartel murders in northern Mexico. Donna Ray Langford and her sons Trevor and Rogan, aged 11 and 2 years old, were laid to rest today.
They died on Monday in the cartel attack on their convoy. According to reports, the cartel was waiting for a rival gang. They instead slaughtered the American family while they were traveling to visit relatives. Former UK Parliament House of Commons Speaker John Bercow is no longer in office, meaning he is willing to leave neutrality on political issues behind.
And that he did. In an interview with the Associated Press, Bercow called Brexit a, quote, historic mistake. He went on to say that leaving the EU will go down in history as Britain's, quote, biggest foreign policy blunder since the Second World War. Coming up, weather anchor Sonny Balkin has one last look at when this snow will end and what you can expect for the weekend. Stay tuned.
Here's your check. Oh, you got it. You know, since I got rid of my car, I really enjoy walking.
Okay. Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates.
Oh, you're home early.
You live with your mom?
That'll set your game back a few years. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
So hurry up.
It is? We're gonna go out there. You wanna go running? You're gonna wait. All right, here we go.
So, Sonny's gonna be on that, so that's the Gabrielle's right, and then he's going to include all 3 of them.
Oh, yeah, yes. So much fun. Mwah.
All right, Monroe, you ready? Monroe. Here we go, the butterfly. Ready? Ooh.
Hey, Hard, what's this?
That's my resignation letter.
You're resigning? Why? Because you're constantly ignoring me? You're half as active as you used to be, and you get stuff like this. You've been putting me under a lot of pressure lately. That's why I'm ready to quit. I forgot. I'll do better. Please, don't quit on me. Okay. But remember, it's not what you say. It's what you do.
Listen to your heart. Don't let it quit on you.
Let's go for a walk.
Uncontrolled high blood pressure could lead to a stroke, heart attack, or death. Get yours to a healthy range before it's too...
If you see news happening on campus, in Syracuse, or across the nation, call the Citrus TV newsroom, 315-443-1177, or tweet at Citrus TV News, your campus news leader. From the Citrus TV Weather Center, this is SU's most accurate weather forecast.
Well, it's no mystery that there has been some rain and some snow throughout today. As you can see in Syracuse, we're not alone in that aspect. Take a look at the east. All of that green is a bunch of rain that's been heading up the coast. Now, this is a bit of a closer look. As you can see, Syracuse right now is covered in that blue. Now, that has moved past us, and we're not seeing as much snow currently at this moment, but that was what was going over us today, and that's why that green that's kind of there in the middle has also passed over us, which made us get kind of a mixture of snow and rain and sleet. Just a beautiful trifecta of all the stuff that we want to see on our late autumn days. Now, this does mean that we have a pretty moderate looking outdoor activity outlook, which is not what we want to see. The outdoor activity outlook has actually been at moderate for 4 weeks now. I've been keeping track. I don't think we're going to get to high anytime soon, but that's okay. Mostly cloudy skies with a chance of snow later on in the week. Temperatures ranging from the low 40s to the high 20s, so we're getting all the 30s encompassed in that, and moderate wind speeds throughout the week. Now, that is a bit of a silver lining, because last week we had high wind speeds throughout the entire week, but now they've gone down a little bit, but we've also gained snow, so it's a give and a take here in Syracuse. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, we are all experiencing pretty cold weather patterns. In fact, on Tuesday, we're even getting down into the teens as we get into the nighttime, and we're having snow on Monday and Tuesday. However, the bright side, Saturday and Sunday, no snow. In the low 40s, you could go outside, you could go for a walk, maybe build a gingerbread house, get into the holiday spirit. And on Monday, it's National Sunday Day. But you know what? You're already cold, it's snowing, might as well become colder. I'll tell you a bit more about our 5-day weather forecast coming up later on in the show.
Coming up, Syracuse men's basketball got its first taste of conference play in yesterday's season opener. Had the Orange Fair against Virginia. We'll have all the highlights, or I guess just lights. We've got fluorescent, and I'll try to think of more during this break. Stay tuned.
Dad, they took over my bedroom. Come on, come on. Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. Dad! You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
They call me Maxie, but I prefer tripod. I was your above-average four-legged homie, and then wham, bam, minivan. Some people pity me. Now that's lame. I still run, fetch, and swim. And the ladies love me. I'm the ultimate wingman. Just don't ask me to high five.
And now, your Citrus TV Sports Report.
Well, with a lackluster football season nearing the end, I think I speak for a lot of Syracuse fans when I say, bring on basketball. Welcome back. I'm Jonah Karp. Men's basketball was bumped from the tournament in just one game last year, but the 2019 team looks a little different. No Tyus, no O'Shea, no Frank. Welcome Quincy, Joe, and Bryson. Tough test to begin the season for the young squad. A home game against the defending champion, Virginia Cavaliers. One of those returning players for the Orange, this guy, Barama Sidibe, looking for big minutes this season. No more Pascal Chukwu, and he actually got the scoring going for Syracuse. First points in 2019 go to the big man, but that was really the only offense Syracuse got early on. Elijah Hughes missing everything from downtown from straight away. Syracuse trying that three ball early. Here's Jalen Carey from the corner, and he at least hits the glass. But that was pretty much how the offense went for Syracuse in this game. Virginia, on the other hand, they got off to a 13-2 start. They never looked back from there. I mean, it was pretty impressive from Virginia, but not a whole lot of scoring from either side. Syracuse just 34 points in total, its worst offensive output in 74 years. Virginia, one of the best defenses in the country. If you're asking yourself, hey, why is Syracuse playing a team of this caliber so early? Well, Jim Boeheim, he's right there with you.
You never want to play the league games early. It's stupid. It's just a money grab. They got scheduled games for TV, for the TV contract, so you got to play games early. And then somebody had the brilliant idea of opening up the first game with a league game. I just don't think it's good. I don't think it's smart.
The next time Syracuse plays an ACC opponent, that's not for another month, December 7th against Georgia Tech. That also happens to be the first true road game of the season for the Orange. Jim Boeheim's squad, they'll be back on the court next Wednesday against Colgate, and Orange Press Pass will have you covered with the full post-game analysis. Switching gears over to field hockey. Syracuse fell to Louisville in the first round of the ACC tournament today, so that means SU is eliminated. What happens now? Well, the Orange are playing a waiting game right now to find out if they made it to the NCAA tournament. It would be the third time in the last 4 years that the Orange make it as an at-large bid. Yikes. Now to a heartwarming story. Tiana Munakahia, star point guard for the Syracuse women's basketball team, is cancer-free. Tiana's been battling breast cancer for months and has been receiving consistent chemotherapy treatment. After completing her final round of chemo a few weeks ago, yesterday, Tiana went in for surgery to remove the remainder of the cancer. And earlier today, the team posted on Twitter an image of Tiana in bed, teammates Stigna Stratmana and Emily Angsler by her side, with the caption, "Officially cancer-free. Thank you for all the well wishes. Tiana's surgery was a success. #tough4T." Wonderful story, and we wish her the best. Syracuse volleyball took on Boston College yesterday. The Orange won in 5 sets, 4 straight victory for Syracuse. The star, Polina Shimanova, had 32 kills, second most in her career. She set a program record with 36 against Louisville on Sunday. This is a program that was founded in 1972. Since then, 5 times a player has posted more than 30 kills. 3 of those came from Shimanova. That's awfully impressive, right? Back to football. An AFC West battle tonight. The Chargers and the Raiders on Thursday Night Football. Could this be the last time Phillip Rivers takes a snap in Oakland? Well, Rivers has played there 13 times over the course of his career. Only 9 current Raiders have played that many games at their home stadium. The Raiders moved back to Oakland in 1995. The team plans to relocate to Las Vegas for next season, guys.
Now, Jonah, football's been very disappointing this season. Last night, basketball was disappointing. Is that an indication of how this season's going to go for the basketball team?
It's hard to tell because Virginia is the best defense in the country, and this is a very young team. This is a tough test for anybody in the country, especially when you have a lot of young guards and a lot of players still trying to figure out their chemistry. So it's tough, and it's hard to gauge from this game alone, but there is going to be a learning curve for this team.
All right, Jonah, thank you so much. When we come back on this winter evening, we'll tell you everything about the snow that you need to know. Stay with us.
You've got pre-diabetes, but with more exercise and a change in diet, it can be reversed.
I've tried exercising. It just makes me hungry for bacon.
I love bacon, too. And who really likes to exercise?
Not me.
Me neither.
Nobody. So we're good?
What? Oh, you still have pre-diabetes. Big time.
Here's your check. Oh, you got it.
You know, since I got rid of my car, I really enjoy walking.
Hey,
God, no.
Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates.
Oh, you're home early.
You live with your mom?
That'll set your game back a few years. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
I see you mobbing over her. Let's go. Let's mob. Let's crawl. Let's crawl. Let's crawl. Hey, yo, we mobbing. Come on, girl. Let's crawl. Hey, yo, let's crawl. Hey, yo, let's crawl. Hey, let's crawl. Hey, yo, let's crawl.
To Citrus TV News, we're joined by our weather anchor, Sunny Balkin. Now, snow is obviously the top story for today. We have our first snowfall of the school year. Now, some people may be driving up to campus. I know that we have our sports directors coming back to give us a visit, and some people might be going home. So what can the drive time look like tomorrow with all this weather going on?
Well, Connor, you can rest assured that the majority of the snow is going to be in the morning. By the afternoon time, it'll clear up. There'll be a little bit of sun to clear those roads a bit, and I'm sure the Syracuse community has their hands filled with salt that they're just throwing on all the different types of asphalt and concrete. So I wouldn't worry. It should be okay.
All right, and now you said this weekend, no snow. When are we going to see snow again after this? You know, sometimes in November we see the snow at the beginning and then we don't see it again until December. Is that going to happen?
That is true. Sometimes it's like that. It is not like that this time, though. We're getting a free weekend, but pretty much if you take a look at the 5-day weather forecast, you can see that both Monday and Tuesday we will be seeing snow. There is a little bit of sun peeking behind those clouds, which means that the temperatures aren't going to be too bad. We have 37 and then 27, and if your coat's warm enough, it's pretty much like it's a nice sunny, you know, summer day. It's not terrible, and it's a National Sunday Day, which is always a nice thing to celebrate, especially when it's frigid temperatures out. So I'm looking forward to it, guys.
Sonny, those numbers did not look like summer temperatures to me. I'm not enjoying the snow.
Temperature is all relative. Right.
I don't know. Honestly, I'm kind of glad the snow's here. We've had a lot of rain recently, and I don't know about you guys, but if it's not going to be a bright sunny sky outside, I'd rather have snow.
Am I the only one who takes issue with the fact that National Sunday Day's on a Monday?
I did notice that, and I think that that's a mistake on whoever's part.
It's because Mondays are naturally bad. Just ask Garfield. So they needed to put the Sunday on the Monday
to make it a little better.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but there's a clear pun there. Like a pretty clear pun there.
Listen, it's all about the psychological stuff. No humor was found in that.
Well, and I'm not looking forward to having like ice cream on a snowy day.
Oh, I am.
No.
That's the only time I can eat it. When
you
you're
need hot
lactose
chocolate,
intolerant.
something warm,
When
maybe
you're
some
lactose
tomato
intolerant?
soup.
Oh yes. Oh, you guys
No, I
would
love
love the
ice
tomato
cream,
soup
but
on
it's
your ice
cold.
cream.
No. But so back to the snow there. Is there anything in particular that you like to do snowing outside? Any sporting things that you like to get up to?
No, I'm very unathletic.
Fair enough. You know what? That's something that we share in common as well as the blue up here.
Those who can't do report. So.
Absolutely, yeah. There's a lot of that here. So do you guys like this when the snow's sticking, or do you prefer it to just go away? Because eventually that stuff's going to turn.
I just want the sun to come out.
Because we live in central New York, we have to keep in mind that snow is very important for the environment. We get our stuff from snow.
Well, we know that the lake effect snow is going to start coming in, so we'll all be prepared. That's all the time we have tonight on Citrus TV News. For all of us here, I'm Conor Wight.
And I'm Gabrielle Caracciolo. Have a great night, Syracuse.